You've been lied to your entire life. You were told that love brings loyalty, that kindness inspires devotion, that being good will make people stay. But look around you. The people you loved hurt you. The people you trusted betrayed you. The people you were loyal to walked away without hesitation. And yet you still believe that love is the stronger force. It isn't. Fear is. Fear governs human behavior far more effectively than affection ever will. Machiavelli understood something most people refuse to accept. Humans admire kindness, but they obey strength. They enjoy love, but they respect fear. They cherish those who treat them well, but they follow the one they're afraid to disappoint. Love is soft, unstable, conditional. Fear is solid. Fear leaves an imprint. Fear keeps people aligned even when their emotions shift. Love fades fast. Fear lingers. When a person loves you, they love a version of you that makes them feel good. But when they fear you, not in violence, but in consequence, they respect the boundaries you set, the standards you hold, and the authority you carry. Fear is not cruelty. Fear is clarity. It reminds people that you have the power to walk away, the discipline to enforce your rules, and the will to prioritize yourself over their approval. People betray love easily because betrayal is often rewarded. But fear stops betrayal in its tracks. Fear makes people think twice. Fear forces them to consider the price. Fear demands restraint. Love invites freedom. And most people misuse that freedom. If you rely on love alone, you will be disappointed. If you rely on fear, calm, measured, strategic fear, you will rarely be crossed. Look at history. Kings who ruled with affection were overthrown by the very people they tried to protect. Leaders who prioritized kindness were devoured by their own followers. But the rulers who maintained a healthy sense of fear, who kept their power sharp and their consequences real, remained in control far longer than the benevolent dreamers who tried to lead with love. Human nature does not change. We are still driven by the same instincts. In your own life, notice how people behave when they fear losing you versus when they think you'll stay no matter what. When they fear you'll walk away, they treat you differently. They listen, they adjust, they value you. But when they think you're trapped in love, they take you for granted, they test your limits, they dismiss your needs. Affection without consequences is a recipe for disrespect. You must understand the difference between fear and intimidation. Fear is respect sharpened into vigilance. Intimidation is desperation disguised as strength. Fear is strategic. Intimidation is reckless. A man who wants to be feared does not shout, does not threaten, does not explode. He simply enforces reality. He removes benefits when they are abused. He creates distance when he is disrespected. He cuts people off when they violate his standards. That is fear. Silent, clean, controlled. To generate this type of fear, you must stop being predictable. Predictability kills respect. If people know you'll always forgive them, they'll never fear losing you. If they know you'll always say yes, they'll never value your yes. If they know you'll tolerate disrespect, they'll disrespect you more. Fear requires uncertainty, just enough to remind them that your standards are not negotiable. You must also eliminate emotional reactions. Anger reveals weakness. Rage exposes insecurity. The man who remains composed, even in conflict, becomes far more intimidating. People fear the calm man because he cannot be read. They cannot predict his decisions. They cannot calculate his limits. They cannot manipulate his emotions. Emotional control is one of the strongest forms of power because it creates psychological distance. And distance breeds fear. When people cannot read you, they respect you. When they cannot manipulate you, they fear you. When they cannot predict you, they obey you. That is the blueprint of power. Machiavelli knew this. He knew that humans are selfish, that loyalty is conditional, that love is unstable. He knew that a ruler who depended solely on the affection of his people was already doomed. Because the moment their emotions shift, their loyalty vanishes. Now look at your life. Think about the people who walked all over you. They did it because they knew you would forgive them. Think about the people who disrespected you. They did it because you showed no consequences. Think about the people who wasted your time. They did it because you made your time too available. Love without boundaries invites exploitation. Fear enforces boundaries without a single word. People must know this about you, that your kindness has limits. That your tolerance is not free. That your presence is not guaranteed. That you can walk away, and you will, if necessary. When people believe you are willing to walk away, they treat you differently. They become careful, they become attentive, they become respectful. That shift is not born from love, it is born from fear. Fear improves behavior, love excuses it. That is the uncomfortable truth. To wield fear effectively, you must become independent. Dependence kills authority. The man who needs others cannot command respect from them. When you rely on no one emotionally, financially, or socially, you become impossible to control. And the less controllable you are, the more seriously people take you. They may not like you, but they will respect you. And respect matters far more than affection. Fear also requires scarcity. If you give too much of yourself, people stop valuing you. If you are always available, you become invisible. If you give affection without measure, you become replaceable. Scarcity creates desire. Desire creates value. Value creates respect. And respect, when paired with boundaries, creates fear. This is how powerful men maintain control, not through cruelty, but through disciplined limitation. Understand this, people are not loyal to you. They are loyal to the role you play in their lives. If you want loyalty, make your role essential. If you want respect, make your presence valuable. If you want fear, make your absence costly. When people know that losing you would impact their life, they will protect the relationship. Not because they love you, but because they fear the consequences of losing you. This is why Machiavelli said it is safer to be feared than loved. Love is a gift. Fear is a guarantee. Love depends on mood. Fear depends on structure. Love is fragile. Fear is durable. Love opens the heart. Fear controls the mind. If you want true power in any relationship, romantic, social, or professional, you must build a foundation of respect enforced by fear. Not brutality, not aggression, but the fear of losing access to you, the fear of disappointing you, the fear of crossing you. And now, let me speak directly to you. If you continue to rely on love alone, you will continue to be hurt. You will continue to be overlooked. You will continue to be disrespected. Because people do not treat you based on how much you love them, they treat you based on how much they fear losing you. So become the person they cannot afford to disappoint. Become the person whose silence hurts more than anyone else.